The Heritage Language Course Proposal Project is intended for you to investigate and learn about the procedures for proposing a new course within your school district and actually walk through those steps. So there are incremental components to the project, and therefore there are incremental due dates for the various components. Step 1 of the project is for you to research the process and procedures for proposing a new course within your school district. Now, when I wrote this originally, was designed for all of us in school districts. You should be able to just find that for your own school district in which you work, or if you were not currently employed, or if you wanted to investigate those procedures for another school district, then you could look at their procedure as well. So if you're in a district where there's neighboring districts close by and you wanted to look into their procedures rather than your own school districts, that's more than fine. So by February the 2nd, I need for you to identify to me the district that you have selected to propose a course in. And that will be just probably via a discussion post in which you identify the school district that you will be researching. The second step of the project is due by February the 9th, and this is where you will post a link to the template, the course proposal template for the district. Some may have it available on their website, and so you would just post the website link to where the document is. Or if you received a Word document format or a PDF format of that, then you will post that particular document up as the template. And again, that template, there's nothing you complete in the template. It's just that you've located the template and posted it up so that I can see that you found it. And that is due by Monday, February the 9th. The third step in this process is a little bit lengthier, and so knowing about it now a little bit ahead of time will help. This part is due by February the 19th. But what this component includes, the third step, is for you to review a copy of your district's English Learner Plan or the Manual of Procedures. And that could be called, as I shared, the English Learner Plan. It could be called the ESL Plan. It could be called the ESL Manual of Procedures. Your school district may actually have that posted on their website. It might be where you need to contact the coordinator of federal programs or ESL based on the design for your school district and knowing if they have either or both. I know for us in Shelby County, we have an annual EL plan, but we also have a manual of procedures, and there are some components to our manual of procedures that may not be included in our annual EL plan. Such as specific instructional guidance related to secondary ELLs and placement into heritage language courses or foreign language courses of their heritage language, participation in athletics, things like that. So you may need to investigate the possibility of either or both being available for your district. So that assignment is not just for you to locate that plan or manual of procedures, but it's for you to read the plan and pay particular attention for, first, any direction or instruction given to the utilization of the first language or heritage language instruction for English learner students. The second is then to see if there's any specific guidance outlined for course placement, grade level placement, program placement for newly arrived ELLs intended to facilitate support for that student in his or her home language, and if that's intended to be a means for transition into English. So reading through there and seeing any specific details that outline information for newly arrived students of heritage language backgrounds and the types of supports and then course assignments that they may be. You may find a district has a fifth-year track for high school where a student can have more ESL instruction in a first year and less attention given to earning credits toward graduation, and then see how they propose to catch the student up. So there's a variety of pieces of information that you may find based on the district that you're reviewing. Part of that assignment will be for you to post a link or a copy of that EL plan or the manual procedures. Again, if you were to review both, then include a link or copy of both in your post up. And then I want you to prepare a brief synopsis of the information that you found based on those two pieces of information that you're to look at in those designs for heritage language instruction and first language support for students. The final step then of this project is for you to complete the course proposal, meaning that you will write a full course proposal utilizing the template for the school district that you selected. The final project is due on April the 7th, there toward the very conclusion of the semester. So, step 4 is you develop that course proposal. When you post up that course proposal into the discussion board as an attachment, I also want you to write a brief description or statement of the opportunities, challenges, successes, or hurdles that you experience through the various steps of this course proposal project. It could be that in sharing about the idea of a heritage language course, you really felt like you got some pushback from individuals of just that not being needed, or that shouldn't happen, or that couldn't happen. It could be that trying to get the information to propose the course was like pulling teeth, and people questioned why you would be doing it, or it might not be as readily available as one might think it is. So those sorts of things, nothing too involved, but just really to get a sense of your experience in completing this process. I also want to add here, I placed a lot of emphasis as I was describing the project in it being geared more towards secondary environment. And in reality, that is where a lot of this most likely would take place, just because of the design of the secondary environment and the course structure of their days. But I do want to encourage you that if, for those of you who are in the elementary environment, as you're investigating your ESL manual of procedures or EL plan for your district, if there are specific things that you see related to meeting the needs of elementary ELLs, or as you're going through this, that you feel like you'd love to write a proposal for a specific course or program in heritage language instruction for even your elementary ELLs, we can go that direction. It's flexible from that standpoint. The main thing is that we've put forth the effort in learning what it would take to propose a course and a new program for students. And I do want to factor in here, the reason for reviewing your district EL plan and manual of procedures is to become familiar with what's outlined. I'm recognizing that in our district, perhaps we have some strategies in place in our plan that we have not communicated to teachers who are impacted by those plans. And so I'm wondering if you would have found in your review things that surprised you, or that you had not understood why they occurred, but now you know the reasoning behind it. So furthermore, reviewing that also allows you to have a way to advocate for the needs of your heritage language students and putting a course into place. If you have any questions or concerns as you work on your project, please make me aware of those. I think you'll find that we set this up so you could walk through the steps. It's not that you have to do it all at one time, but you're walk through succinctly the steps so that you can complete it over time throughout the semester.